Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Gestalt, Steam and Cinder. In our previous episode, we managed to sort of poke around a bit more. There we go. Sort of completed this area-ish. I think there might be a few more secrets still left in there, but more importantly, we got the gunsmith stuff, and we're back at the gunsmith's shop here. Machinist. And look who's here. I guess we're just diving straight into plot stuff today. Let's do it. Alethea, wonderful to see you, but I can assure you I'm in no danger, keeping my expedition more local for now. Glad to hear it, but I actually came for your help this time. Owe you that much? Well, depending on the request. Caspar Faria. Ada tells me you've taken an interest in him. Surprised she sent you my way, but yes, in fact, it was, in part, Faria's trail that led me to the vaults in the first place. Faria was obsessed with the liturgy, believed it was all real, well, most of it anyway. The calamity, the armors, and after what we saw, he wrote of an undercroft deep beneath the vaults, just like we found. He must have been there, but years ago, decades maybe. But it didn't stop at the liturgy. No, rumors abounded that Faria had bought a copy of the Apocrypha, the Cayen's forbidden text. The Apocrypha spoke of the power of the abyss seeping into our world. And that power, it was corrupting. It warped and twisted the land as if it were the abyss itself. And that place of darkness, of the abyss spilling forth, you don't mean Erd, the land of the dead. And if you know anything about Faria, you know his claim to fame, discovering the source of those mysterious crystals that have been popping up all over Canaan lately. When he emerged with it from the Scrap Sea... Wait, Faria came back from the Scrap Sea? I can count on one hand the number of explorers who've made it back from there in one piece. And the rest? I know, succumbed to rust rot. Whatever's in the air down there, it warps men's minds, twists them into scrap whites. But he did it, and that's not all. Alethea, he was right. The crystals he found, they came from Erd, a place where the veil between the abyss and our world weakened. This is what sparked my cross words with Ada. She insisted it was a metaphor or cipher, but she's wrong. It exists, Alethea, deep beneath the Scrap Sea. Alethea, I think he found the entrance to Erd during his expedition to the Scrap Sea, and then something led him back there. Let's say you're right. And let's say, by some miracle, he's still alive. Just how in blazes would I even get down there? Yes, there's the rub. Caspar never wrote of exactly how he got down there in the first place, but from scouring his journals, I think I know a way. One path only a madman would dare traverse, or someone with certain powers? Your voice down, Simon. Sorry. On the route down to the Scrap Sea, Faria claimed he passed through an infernal forge where molten metal dripped from the sky. It had to have been Fornax. There's an entrance in the lower levels of the vault that we passed. Fornax, this is turning into quite the expedition. I suppose the shoe's on the other foot then. Good luck, Alethea, and, well, do be careful. The rust rot's not all you'll find down there. Alright. Alright, I thought this was the gunsmith, but am I wrong? Is this the actual gunsmith? It is. I was wrong. Oh well. Have that part for me? Here you go. Brilliant. Huh, I seem to have dropped the key to that chest over there. Sure would be a shame if someone were to make off with the contents. You got Sight Beam. Ooh, that was a thing that we could upgrade to, right? I do wish that I had a run. Like if I could just hold the roll button and do a little sprint. Do. Alright, so Faria had some theories about how the stuff worked. Our friend seems to believe he was right. We need to go to the Scrap Sea. Alright. So, This will give way better gun damage and gun break, and some better crit chance and crit damage. Interesting. I mean, yeah, we can definitely afford it, so let's go ahead and do it. I imagine we will want to craft all of those. Okay, so with that done, I believe that this is where we want to go. Which means we're probably better off actually going to the right and using the fast travel. Open. Sorry for coughing. I got some smoke into my lungs earlier today, and it has really done a number on me. Alright. So bump. Vault ruins, I believe. Interesting that it's not a straight list. Like, it, code-wise, it is a lot more complicated to make a list that you just can scroll 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 than it is to have just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not saying it's like horribly complicated or anything, but relatively speaking, like, one is easily, it's more than twice as complicated. Alright, so I'm assuming that when we go back to the place that I saw earlier, what we'll find is oh. What I'm assuming that what we'll find is that the drawbridge will be lowered. Yeah, cutscene. It was luck you stayed Elian's hands. That is all. You couldn't even bring back the whelp. What? You would have me drag a princeling in on his arse? You insolent. Enough bickering. Now tell me, just what was that wayward son of mine doing in the outskirts? And this woman, a Soldner, I hear. A formidable one, it seems. Her agenda is as inscrutable as ever, Lord, but no doubt it has something to do with these Achaeans. Perhaps he can go where a vanguard cannot. Let's loose his leash a little longer, see what he can find. Very well, that boy, watch him, see what he's learned. I fear that Elian is planning. And this girl, this Alethea, she's good, Lord. Finest blade arm in Urkala. Well, next to me, of course. But that's all she is. Let her stay with the prodigal son. If anyone can keep him safe, I'd put my money on her. Very well, let them be, for now. Indra, perhaps it's time for you to apply more pressure to our guest? Elian seeks to rip open old wounds, and if he should succeed, I fear for us all. We must find out what he knows, what he's planning. My lord, surely we could simply put him to the blade. No, not yet anyway. Elian is not the last. Others will follow. This needs to end here and now. Go, Indra. You know what to do. And Indra, keep your wits about you. Okay. Don't feel like we learned terribly much from that. Where did you come from? Fornax. Never thought I'd see it with my own eyes. Hard to see its charms, to be honest. Cradle of Canaan, in a sense, but the district has long been automated. A little bit slag and clockwork down here, I'm afraid. I can't imagine these clockwork are gracious hosts, eh? Not in the slightest. Oh, is that... Was this here before? Don't think it was. Which is fine, you know, games can change stuff I don't love it when Metroidvanias have like environment triggers that change, because it's the kind of thing where you might not know that it's changed. So if this were a more traditional Metroidvania, then if I hadn't had that dialogue telling me go here, then I would just be like, I don't know where to go. I haven't gotten any new abilities or anything to let me go places. Obviously, that is why this game leaned into the cutscenes and the dialogue telling you where to go. But you know, me personally, don't love that. A lot of dudes in here. Oh, cool. Okay, so he's attacking from both directions. Noted. I don't love that the stairs end up being solid. That seems pretty impermeable. Yep. A lot of energy vials, I feel like. Ooh, where the dog was, right? Yeah, nice. Found you, Marcel. Alright. I appreciate that these are aligned to elements in the background. Just makes it much easier to plan out where to jump to. Need to remember that I can attack the projectiles. Alright, we've got a couple ability points. I don't really want the backstep. I'm kind of thinking, oh, I want this. I want this immediately. I should have gotten that before. And then this is a pretty easy sell as well. Impatient, shouldn't have been. Alright. Oh. There's a wall there. Alright. No way that that does anything to it, right? Ooh. Okay, so we're unable to travel back, it looks like. So whatever we need to do in here, we should be able to do it with our current skill set. Obviously. Okay. I just didn't clock that there was a plate there. Okay. Ability point. Excellent. That's funny. Okay, there's someone here. Hello. Leon? Wow. Care to see what I can craft for you now? Leon, I found these notes. Found something peculiar that may interest you. Looks like schematics? Formulas, maybe? You know what? Let's just call them notes. Ah, those pages. Should you find more like this, do return them to me, and I shall provide you with a greater variety of options. Thanks, I'll keep an eye out. Care to see what I can craft for you now? Show me what you got. Alright. I'm wondering if the number up there, the 16, if that's like his stock of them. This, like the 0 there, makes me think it's like a, you know, a charm, so to speak. Or maybe the number's how many I've got. If I were to purchase this, would we go from 16 to 17? Yes. Okay, so it's how many I've got. A mysterious bangle, sure. Epinephrine. Okay. Interesting. We are now poor. A plasma catalyst. Oh, and there's a map. Ah, for the first time, I actually. Oh man, we lost a lot of money on that. I bought one of these at $8.50, and I can sell it back to him for $2.50. Woof. For the first time, we're actually short on cash. There's stuff that I want. This is a big ass room. Holy. Show me the contracts. Alright, kill 10 worker bots? Sure. And kill 10 clockwork lancers? Sure. Did you see that? Huh, looks like these valves control other flames. You can use this. Interesting. We're gonna need more of those wheels to close these valves. Alright, got it. I'll take a look around. Good luck, Alicia. I'll see if I can figure out what this damn diagram. This might reveal something of the way forward. I actually wanted to mention this diagram because this is interesting. So, we've got yellow blockers at B1, B4, half of B5 it looks like. Then we've got orange, which on this doesn't seem to be blocking anything. Then green and blue, and then B2 up there was purple. Alright. up. Nice. Picked up a couple of these, so we can invest in that. Nice, a little more health for me. No, not quite. Okay. Alright, I'm seeing lots of pressure pads and stuff. Okay, interesting. Okay. Did not like me doing that. Hello, dog. I think that's pretty successful. Okay, interesting. Go, ability point obtained. Yeah, don't like where I am right now. Yeah. Ooh, respawning me here is a genuine surprise to me. I feel like that animation is a little out of sync with what we're actually doing. Like the whole animation of it dropping onto the floor makes it feel like we're destroying the part, right? But what we're actually doing is taking it to put it into some of this other stuff. Alright, so I would think that it would go here to open up this one. Maybe not. Interesting. I mean, we've got tons of other options, so. We had a save point up here. Let's take advantage. I want to get those couple heals back. This one up here, updated, yeah. so might as well hit up B1. Wait, is B1 how I got in here? It is. No, it's not. It's not how I got in here, but for all intents and purposes, it could be. Yeah, because we were blocked out from this before. Cool. Alright. It's fine. Oh, nice. If we wanted to go back to town, we totally could now. Cool. Can I? No. Ah. I didn't think that there would be nothing there. Check. We've got 2 points now. Armor penetration. Ooh. That seems pretty good. Yeah, I want that. For sure. Takes 3 points. Alright, noted. So that's where we want to get. You know what? We'll go ahead and pop this. Not the way that we need to go. This is the way that we need to go. Need to remember that I can get the bolts from midair. So is this gonna be something cool? Infused Amanita, that's cool. Ah, very sneaky game. Ah, excuse me. Coughing, sneezing, just a mess of bodily functions. Cool, cool. This always this shitty. trader's notes. Alright, so that sounds like something for our trader friend. This... Okay, so I finally understand what that's actually doing. The hitboxes for that are not at all what I expected them to be. Okay. Don't yet know how to handle that one, but we'll figure it out. Come on. Don't, thank you. Gotta be a way to do this. Just leave that there for ourselves. Future. we doing on those quests? Bring Leon recipes, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Oh, for some reason I expected that tank to be solid. Get a couple more kills in. Not here though. Also, there was some exploration I think I didn't do in the previous room. Might be good. Let's see what that added to the thing. Crystal monocle, alright. Oh, that would be pretty useful. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. That would also be pretty useful, so go ahead and buy that as well. Yeah, so there's now we can see there's a chest there that we didn't get before. I guess that means actually that I don't need this mark. Hell yeah. Love that for me. This one was just sitting here. That's a lot of XP that gave me. Huh. Journal updated. Level up, excellent. What up, Sig? Welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, okay. Able to kill him from all the way over here. We'll go ahead and drop down and turn in these quests, because I think that was both of them. Nice. might be enough that we can now afford something else useful in here. Yeah. Do I want steel gloves? Do I want plasma catalyst? Increasing the effect of healing items sounds pretty good. There's also just straight up buying infused amanita, of which we have 4. Let's go ahead and buy a couple of those. And we'll go back and see if we can get another healing flask from the guy in Arcala. Alright, he's to the right of us, I think. No. Dead wrong. Opposite side of this room. Okay. Just a big room for us to be just old left. Go, excellent. We need 5 total, so I believe that means we need 3 more. Okay. Really reevaluate. So health, gun damage, resistance. Getting into the offensive definitely appeals. Oh, we can almost get this, but we're poor. We could also get this. Interesting. We've actually got some choices here that we need to consider. Huh. Alright. Well, let's see what the dog has to say. Ability point and 10,000 scrap. Is that exactly enough scrap for us to purchase one of those things? No. Damn. We only need, 8,000 more. It's fine. I'm sure we'll get it. We'll be fine. But we also got an ability point, which does mean that we're actually sitting on a shit ton of ability points. So hell yeah. Steel bullets now pierce through enemy defense, ignoring 40% enemy's defenses. Uncharged steel bullets. All right, cool. Interesting. We're now actually getting to the point where I need to be like smarter about where I'm going, sorta. I'm going this way. The reasoning here being, once we get this ability, which is probably not that far, I'm gonna want to be able to get into here to get these increases. Though you could make an argument that we might get this one first, in which case I should go this way. Maybe I should bank my points. Sorry about that. You inhale just a little bit of smoke, and all of a sudden, your whole body's just so unhappy with you. Is this the right place? I think I went to the wrong place. I did go to the wrong place. Is it Fornax, I guess? That is where we actually need to be going? The name of the place that we're in? Yeah, it totally is. I appreciate that the warp rooms are different from each other. Because they could easily not be, you know? Hey, did you figure anything out? With that, the path is open. You never cease to amaze, Alethea. Now let's get out of here before we melt. I mean, that looks still pretty closed. But presumably they're talking about this lower area. You know what? Let's actually get the extra health. Just for funsies. Alright, and boss fight time. Feel that? I did. Those valves we turned. I think it's time we bring our Fornax expedition. Oh. Don't know what she was gonna say. Certainly the fastest way to the bottom. Are you hurt, Alethea? I'm alright. Hey, would you look at all this junk? It must be close to the scrap sea. Out of the frying pan. Indeed. This, for some reason, gives me big earthworm gem vibes. Something about the art and the color palette really giving me that good old earthworm gem. Man, that's a lot of cash. The cash system in this game is interesting. Oh, something must have blown. No interest in being interred in a molten mausoleum. Thank you. Don't talk, move. Know that we're coming back here, so there's too many things of interest for this to be a one-time area. That's not good. I don't think we can afford to be faffing around like this. Little set piece though. probably... Yep. Okay. There we go. Damn, cut that one close. Is that... Alright, real quick, let's talk about pixel art. The way that the 2 pixels on the bottom of his face look, it looks like he's like grinning really big. I'm not totally sure that that's what the pixel artist intended for me to take from that. But that's how I'm interpreting that. That or he's grimacing. Water from the sky. I've never seen anything like it. I toured the Sylvan irrigation system with my father as a boy, but this, it's familiar somehow, isn't it? You're right. Nostalgic even. Perhaps it's a good omen. We could certainly use one. Wait. Ugh, that man. I do love a nice big shot. And now he's behind me somehow. Incredible. I knew it. Lyrador, the spire, it really does exist. Lyrador, the great tree of the founding. The very same. Gods. What else awaits us down here? If this Faria truly managed to survive in the scrap sea, maybe he'll have the answers we seek. Let's go. Marlowe, wait. Are you sure about this? If the stories are true, the rust rot, you know what they say the scrap sea can do. After what we just survived, it'll be fine. Besides, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but the way back is a bit flooded with molten steel. Now, it looks like we've got another drop ahead of us. Ladies first? How very gentlemanly of you. I do my level best. Whee! Cutscene. I'm impressed, Elian. Your tolerance for pain exceeds even my own. You waste your time, lightning Saracen. This power of yours is pitiful. Abomination, you are little more than words up close. Where is that grotesque arm of yours, that fabled Achaean power? Show it to me. Power, is that what you seek, is you not? That is what you seek, is it not? That is what compelled you to drive those metal plates through your flesh? I did not ask for this life, wretch. My body was broken, left to rot by your kin, until the comitium saved me. This pierced flesh of mine, this sacrilege, a necessary sacrifice. When this work of mine is done, when your kind is gone, then I will destroy this wretched body myself. Oh, Saracen, you amuse me. We are far more alike than you can possibly imagine. What you seek to destroy, tell me you can't feel it. You never asked them, did you? Just how they gave you this power of yours? All that matters is how I use the power I've been given. You poor, flawed vessel. That tainted flesh of yours, you are an echo, a shadow of what I am. Oh, how humanity repeats its mistakes. Tell me, Saracen, it roils within you, doesn't it? You feel it pulling, calling out, a cry from within the abyss. Enough, Achaean. You will not sway me from my purpose. Whatever the cost, whatever blasphemy it may take to slay your kin, I'll pay that price tenfold. And you are a fool. You cannot hope to defeat my kind as you are. Your pitiful power, even my power, is nothing compared to what stirs in the abyss beyond the gate. There is one among you, one capable of wielding such power, the Abyssal Knight. The Abyssal Knight? No, that cannot be. The liturgy is clear. Yes, Saracen, one who wields the power to end the world, walks among us. It is why I have come. You speak truly, Achaean. I must tell the consul. What one could achieve with the power of an Abyssal Knight, the power to change the world, reshape the world. You think your lord does not know? Careful, Achaean. Just what are you saying? Come closer, Saracen, and I will tell you everything. Alright. I'm curious. Oh, I keep using the wrong control for that. The previous area actually not showing up on our map. That's interesting. Maybe we're not going back to it. Oop. Alright, another one of those. I don't believe that, to be honest. Trial, sure. Spikies. What was that? What was what? Did you not say something? You doing alright, Marlowe? I couldn't open it. I'm sorry. Marlowe! Huh? Beg your pardon? You were talking. I was? This place is getting to you, Marlowe. Come on. If Fario's really down here, he must have found some way to counteract the rust rot. Is the rust rot like a mental illness? Oh. Too good to turn down. Good wagon wheels from Dark Souls. Who doesn't love some projectiles falling from the sky? They are falling like weirdly slowly in midair. Like they kind of give the impression of like balloons that are like, leaked a little bit of helium. But what is this place? You all right over there, Marlowe? Marlowe! Marlowe! We don't have time for this. Ow! What was that for? You were drifting again. Couldn't you just try jostling my arm? Well, it worked. Come on, we need to keep moving. Right behind you. Gotta love a good crit. Of course, now we've got the money for the upgrade that we wanted. Saw someone. There, tell me you just saw that. I'll be damned. Well, I've never heard of two people hallucinating the same thing. Could that have been a scrap white? If the stories are true, scrap whites never flee. No, that wasn't a scrap white. You were right before. He was watching us. I think we found our man. Charon's invitation. Looks like I need the brittle key. Can't decide how I feel about italics and asterisks. I'm so used to reading Markdown because of my job that like it doesn't even like register for me when someone uses them. How might I be of service? Show me the contracts. This UI that they have there must be designed so that you can just like not do it until you get to the very end of the game. But I kind of wish that there would be just more of these, you know? Alright, Spartans and Arbalests. I'm assuming this is going to be a save point. It sure is. Nice. Let's see. How many upgrades? We got 5. Nice. Really stacked up on me. None of these are like singing to me. Like, I guess I'll do this one, and this one, and this one. I don't know. So that's pretty cool. I'll tell you guys what, YouTube, I'm going to end this episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know I had a pretty good time. And I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, bye.